I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. My favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby. I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah. Look. Alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf? You sweet but you strong, I gotta have you to myself. I'm trying to let you know that you're the only drink I'm trying to pour. Girl, it's Dunton, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look, I had a couple, so you know I'm telling the truth. I don't settle for kettle one, I don't settle for goose. First we had a couple rounds just to see how it go. Now it's time to tap that barrel, girl, let's see how it flow. You got that caramel dripping, now I'm sipping. They can't take you straight, but baby, I'm built different. It feels different. Listen, you keep getting Dunton loose. You far from the jungle juice, but you keep it 100 proof. I don't need no Coca-Cola or no Sprite for you. And yeah, you good on the rocks, might put that ice on you. You got that Jameson, that Johnny, or that Jack, and you can miss me. I need bourbon in my life, cause baby, you my favorite whiskey. Come on.
I don't want you holding back. Tell me everything, and I do mean everything. Everything. It's time for let's go. You know that this liquor been flowing faster than free fall. If we keep going, I might not be able to recall. My heart, I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. Only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. Oh, let the band play on, and they'll be playing our song.
Girl, it's Dunton, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look.
What's smacking? How you crack-a-lacking? How you crack-a-lacking? What's smacking? We are here. Y'all ready?
See, we got to start out with the lights off tonight.
Hey, Natty. Hey, London. Hey, Linus Nala. Hey, Psalmist. Hey, I'm Forever the Man. Hey, Brown Eyes. Hey, D-Man already just put the lights out on me. Hey, Psalmist. Hey, Holly. Hey, LaWanda. Hey, Re-Rap. How you doing? Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? You know, if he starts off with the lights off, it's got to be something, right? Antics and shenanigans. Okay. Do you feel so nervous? Okay, y'all ready? If you're ready, put a 1 in the chat. Holly said I'm scared. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready. Don't be scared. 1. Okay. Let's go, y'all. Hey. How you doing? Yeah, it's it's me. I love Lisa, aka I love Lucy. Someone's with the eyeballs up. How did y'all like it? You like it? Yeah. you like the red? Now, Locke complimented me on the red. He said I look pretty good as a redhead. I was telling him it's one of the few colors I've never been. Okay, so yeah. Natty says yes, we would play it, except for we know that will get muted. So I am Lisa the X.
That might get the stream turned off immediately.
You're right. It sure might. But I am Lisa the X, aka Brown Whiskey Woman, aka I Love Lisa today. That's the reason why I put I Love Lisa on that flyer, not I Love Lucy. But we are going to be talking about Lucy today. And I am live from the Lock and Key Media Studios here with K-Lock, who is probably a little bit nervous.
Lucy.
Yeah, I might have some splaining to do. So we'll see. Holly said Lucy or Lucy.
Both of them.
Both of them. Hey, DK said, Lisa, I'm home.
Lucy, I'm home.
Ricky. Thank you, LaWanda. I appreciate it. Now, we're going to see how far I make it with this wig on. Now, I got this little headpiece on and all of that stuff, so I'm going to try really hard. I got my Mafalu for the King fan over here to the side, so, and it's still Black History Month, so yeah, there we go. So, what did we talk about last week when it was just Lisa, regular Lisa? I did my favorite things in the land of likka. So I talked about Four Roses, my absolute favorite. I talked about Jack Daniels. I talked about Greenwood. Shout out to the Black brand. The Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve, Elvis Midnight Snack, and Jim Beam Winter Reserve, and then the Bailey's S'mores. All of them ranked a 5. They were all delicious because they're my favorites. I love them. Thank you, Double Spirit. Y'all, this whole outfit is so trumped up. That's all I'm gonna say, but it's sort of like you don't need to see what goes on behind the scenes, but this is the finished product. This is it. This is what you get. So anyway, also last Saturday we had a Beats for a Cure stream with Crazy Berry Town, and she did some stretching and she also talked about the soft life. Now, none of the Beats for a Cure streams are available on video on demand. So if you miss it, you miss it. So you want to make sure that you're here for them. The next one will be March 8th with DJ Classics. She'll be doing something on meditation. So get ready for that. Every month, there we go. Every month we're going to be doing something. So you got to be there. So mindfulness and meditation, it's going to be a comfy, cozy conversation about mindfulness and meditation in a world filled with changes. And DJ Classics is a certified meditation instructor for those of you that did not know. Also tune into her Love Notes, which starts tonight at midnight. A lot of our favorite DJs will be on there talking about their favorite songs. And that's a 24-hour stream. Am I correct? Somebody tell me if I'm wrong.
That is correct.
Okay, I am correct. So make sure you tune in for that. But this is coming up on Beats for a Cure. So every month we are going to have some great information, great presentation for you about health and well-being. So make sure you are there every month. I will always try to tell you about it. D-Man will always try to tell you about it. We all gonna try to tell you about it. Just be there. But make sure you keep your notifications live. And if you put !BFAC, that's the link. So make sure you click on the link and you're following. So tonight, we're talking about I Love Lucy. So I know that we have people here of varying ages. I was not born when I Love Lucy was, put out there, but I watched it in reruns. Hey, Miss Yvonne, how you doing? I watched it in reruns and it was one of my favorite shows growing up. I think for me, I really identified with Lucy's kind of zany sense of humor. and her antics. I just loved her whole, I have an idea. Like, I really identified with that because she was just kind of quirky and a little bit different. And that was something that was appealing to me. Plus, as a female, and she was the star of the show, I love that. And then as I grew up and found out a little bit more about Lucille Ball, the person behind it, I was just fascinated because she was really a maverick and a wonderful businesswoman. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So we're going to get into it. I have a slideshow for you. I am going to be trying some stuff that I'm a little scared about because none of it is brown. But I chose it, or it chose me. I don't know which one. Hey, Ev, how you doing? Because of the name. It's called Dr. McGillicuddy. And McGillicuddy was Lucy's maiden name. So when I saw it in the store, I was like, I'm going to buy this. And then I sort of fashioned the show around Dr. McGillicuddy's. So yeah, don't be scared of the slideshow this time because I promise you all it's nothing like the Christmas scares. This is all about Lucy. So there are going to be some really cool things in there, some iconic scenes, some beautiful pictures of her. So you don't have to be scared. I promise you there won't be any trolls or gnomes or babies with sharp vampire teeth. None of that'll be there this time.
If it is, I will raid you out immediately.
No, Ricky. You can't do that to me today. Not today. So I thought we would just go ahead and start off with the slideshow. But because it is Black History Month, I said I'm going to start off with a Black History fact. So let's go ahead and see our Black History fact, and I am going to talk about this. So that gentleman in the picture, that is the porter. His name is Sam McDaniel. He is the brother to Hattie McDaniel. Hattie McDaniel played Mammy in Gone with the Wind. She was the first African-American woman to win an Oscar. She was not allowed to attend the Oscars, but Sam McDaniel is her brother. He was the only, and I said only, O-N-L-Y, Black actor to appear on I Love Lucy. He played Sam the Porter in the 1955 episode titled The Great Train Robbery. He did not rob the train, just so you know. He played a porter. So I wanted to start off with that because, again, it is still Blackity Black Black History Month. So that is our Blackity Black Black History fact for today. So let's get into our slideshow. So I Love Lucy aired October 15th, 1951 to May 6th, 1957. There were 180 episodes, half hour each, spanning 6 seasons. Then a modified version ran for 3 more seasons for 1 hour to 57 to 60 years, 57 to 60. And it was named the Lucille Ball Desi Arnaz Show. And then later in reruns, they changed the name to the Lucy and Desi Comedy Hour. So the whole premise of the Lucy Show was that she was married to this Cuban band leader, Ricky Ricardo, and she was always trying to get into his show. She wanted to be in show business so badly. She was, a housewife, stay-at-home mom. So it's all about her antics in trying to get into his show, or it was them playing some type of prank on each other. But the show was really trailblazing in a lot of ways. And I'm going to talk about that. Next slide. I was about to say next show. So this is Lucy and Ricky. This is Lucy and Ricky. So just some iconic scenes, some photos of them. They were married in real life. They were married for 20 years in real life, and she refused to do this show with anybody except for her real life husband. The show came from a radio show that Lucy was on called My Favorite Husband, and it starred another man on a radio show. But when they decided that they wanted to do the TV show, she told the producers she wouldn't do it with anybody else except for her real life husband. They are considered to be the first interracial couple or mixed heritage couple on TV, on a TV show. Because, of course, Lucille Ball was a white female. Desi Arnaz was Cuban. So it was a hard sell to the networks. And he had a very thick accent. They really did not think that it was going to go over well, but she insisted. And it was a hit. You know, it became an American staple. It was also the first multi-camera show with a live audience. Before that, everything was filmed with just one single camera, straight on. The only thing that was filmed with multi-cameras were game shows. So they were trailblazing in that way. And they actually took a cut in their salaries in order to have these multi-camera shots. So that was a big deal. Hey, Diz, how you doing? Next. So Lucy and Ethel, who does not know these two, right? Of course, Ethel and Fred Mertz were the landlords in the apartment building that Lucy and Ricky lived in. And Lucy and Ethel were best friends. Lucy was always telling Ethel she had an idea, was always pulling her into some kind of harebrained scheme. It was crazy, right? But they had a lot of fun. And of course, they stand the test of time for being best friends. Next. So these are some pictures of little Ricky. Another way that this show really trailblazed was they had a pregnancy storyline. And back during that period of time, pregnant women were not shown on TV, and they refused to use the word pregnant to refer to Lucy's condition, as they called it. So they came up with the word expecting instead, because they considered pregnant to be vulgar. Little Ricky was played by several actors throughout the years. A lot of people thought that Little Ricky was their actual son, who was Desi Arnaz Jr. He was not. The most recent actor, I think in later years, his last name was Thibodeau. And he is still alive, actually, and they've done a lot of interviews with him. But ironically, because she was pregnant, the episode where she went to the hospital was watched by 44 million people. That means 70% of the people who owned a TV watched. Their actual real child was born on the same day as the episode aired. So that was just an amazing thing. Next. So these are some of the scenes. London made a comment to this. She said she read someplace that Fred and Ethel did not like one another. That is absolutely true. They couldn't stand each other, but they knew enough. They wanted to keep their jobs. They kept it under wraps. But you're right. That is a well-known fact. Hey, DJ Classics, how you doing? I saw you coming here with your sugar bowls. I was just talking about you being on the mindful meditation for Beats for a Cure and also for your Love Note stream. I was talking about that as well. So Lucy's Italian movie. This is the grape stomping scene. And this was actually filmed in Italy with a real Italian actress. However, she did not speak English. So they were giving her direction and she sort of got some of it. She got the gist of it, but she didn't get all of it. And when they got into a fight, she was really slugging on Lucy and held her head down in the vat of grapes to the point that she almost drowned because she didn't understand when they were telling her this is just a pretend fight from the waist up. she thought that they were fighting for real. So that is something that is like a little known fact about it. And Lucy had been selected to play a role. And so she was doing research and she decided that she would go and learn how wine was made. One of the big things about this episode is they wanted people to know that stomping grapes with your bare feet was antiquated. Even then, they did not press the grapes in that way. They had machines that did it. So that was a big thing that they wanted people to know about this episode. D-Man said that escalated quickly. It did. It most certainly did. Next. So this one is called The Ballet. And Lucy, of course, was trying to get into Ricky's act. So she decided that she was going to take ballet lessons. And then later she took burlesque lessons because her role was actually that of burlesque and not ballet. And she got a little confused, as she often did. So these are some scenes from that iconic episode. It was episode 19 in season 1, and it's called The Ballet. And as you can tell, Lucille Ball was a very physical comedian. And they say that while she was excellent at physical comedy, everything had to be scripted. She was not an improviser. She was not good at extemporaneous speech. Even the slurring of the words when she did the Vita Meta Vegemin pitch was scripted because she just was not good at just off the cuff. Next. Hey, C Love. So this is a very iconic episode. The name of it is actually called Job Switching, but everybody knows it as the Candy Factory episode. This was in season 2, episode 36. And what happened was the men, Fred and Ricky, said that housework was easy. So they told the women, let's switch roles. You all go out and take a job and we'll stay home and do the housework. Of course, it was a fiasco. Hey, Moni G, how you doing? It was a fiasco, of course. Amanda Milligan, who is the woman that you see in the middle that was like the boss at the Candy Factory, she actually worked for C's Candy in Santa Monica for 30 years. So she was not an actress. She was just somebody that they thought would be a great straight woman in this particular scene. And they said that during a break, Lucy asked her, how did she like being in show business? And her response was, I have never been so bored in all my life. So she was not impressed. And in this episode, if you've never seen it, basically they are trying to get the candy off the conveyor belt and package it up. And they're doing pretty good at first. And then as the belt is going faster and faster, they can't keep up. They start eating the candy, putting the candy down in their shirts, just trying to do anything that they can. The woman comes out there, says, oh, you guys are doing great. Speed it up. So that's the episode. Next. So this one, Lucy does a TV commercial. So it is called Vita Meta Vegemin. And I have to say it slow because I can't say it as fast as she said it. So Ricky needed a girl to act in a commercial. And of course, Lucy volunteers. She goes down there and the sponsors actually like her and wind up choosing her to do the commercial. But the tonic was 23% alcohol. So she was getting drunk. She had to keep redoing the takes and she had to pour it into a spoon, drink it. And by the time they did all of these different takes, she was drunk. So she was slurring words. It was crazy. This is one of the top 100 episodes. This was episode 30, season 1. And you can see that last one. She's lit with her winking her eye, right? She's done. Next. So this one is called LA at Last, Meeting William Holden. So as the show progressed, Ricky got an opportunity to star in a movie, right? He was a band leader and he got the opportunity to go to Hollywood and star in a movie. So Lucy, of course, was always starstruck, always trying to, be on his show, meet the stars. So she goes to a restaurant, the Brown Derby, and she sees William Holden. And she is like crazy, climbing over the back of the seat, trying to look into the booth where he's sitting. She winds up knocking over a potted plant, embarrassing herself completely. And then later on that day, Ricky brings William Holden to their apartment to meet her. And she's so embarrassed that she dons a disguise so he won't know who she is. And she put on a fake nose. So when she went to light her cigarette, her nose caught on fire. So a note about the cigarettes and the smoking. Philip Morris was a sponsor, so smoking was featured often on I Love Lucy, and it was very common during those days anyway. But Lucille Ball smoked Chesterfields. So she had the stagehands put Chesterfields in the Philip Morris packs because she was like, I am not smoking Philip Morris. They say that they had a hard time getting a sponsor for the I Love Lucy show, but Philip Morris stepped in and said that they would do the sponsorship, and that's the reason why smoking was featured quite often. Not to mention, again, during that time, it was common. People smoked, they drank, think Mad Men. They were on the job smoking and drinking. It was a commonplace thing. So, yeah, Chesterfield. Next. So Lucy, the showgirl, as I said, she was always trying to make her way into Ricky's act. And a couple of times she actually did. Now, the whole gag on the show was that Lucy had no talent. They said she was tone deaf. She didn't know how to play any instruments. She was a subpar dancer. Basically, Ricky would always say to her, she would say to him, Ricky, why can't I be in the show? And he would say, because you have no talent. And that was like his famous line to her all the time. Next. So again, iconic pictures. Lucy was known for the face that she made whenever she cried. She's not a cute crier. I can relate to that. I don't feel like I'm a cute crier either. And she was always crying about something or other because she wasn't getting her way. And he was always fussing at her about something that she did. So I took these pictures because I love them. And the top one, of course, is like my favorite because that's the face that she made when she cried all the time. Next. So I call this one the many faces of Lucy because, again, she was a very well-known physical comedian. Prior to the I Love Lucy show, she was a serious actress. She did over 113 films for MGM and some other movie studios. MGM are the individuals that decided that she should be a redhead. She was a natural brunette, and if you don't know what a brunette is, that's somebody that has brown or dark hair. She was blonde briefly, and then she became a redhead. And a lot of that had to do with the Technicolor that came out during that time, and they thought that the red hair showed up very well. She was known as a beauty in Hollywood, which she was a very beautiful woman. And she sported her red hair until the day that she died. She never went back to another color after she kind of achieved fame as the redhead I Love Lucy. They say that her look was achieved with both hair dye and henna. It was a combination, and she had boxes of henna in her garage. And when she died, that henna became part of her estate that was sold off. And they say that people paid, thousands of dollars for the boxes of henna that she used on her hair. The color of her hair, so says her stylist, was called golden apricot. Golden apricot, not Hennessy, Tally. Henna. Henna. She was once a model that went by the name Diane Belmont, though her name was Lucille Ball. That is her given name. But she said that she was driving by the racetrack, saw Belmont Steaks, and said, hey, I like that last name. She says she always liked the name Diane. So they say that for about 30 minutes of her life, which is probably an exaggeration, she was known as Diane Belmont. But her name was Lucille Desiree Ball. That was her given name. Next. So again, the many faces of Lucy. I just love her eyes. They're so expressive to me. Just her entire face. Like, it just tells it all. And I think that if you can tell it all on your face, and some people do still, right? Whatever they're thinking, by looking at their face, is a wonderful talent. I think that's just pretty phenomenal. Next. So more faces of Lucy. I love that one of her on the end because she just looks like, in the blue and white. And it's like the whole apartment is like torn up behind her. It just looks like one of those, whoo, what a day I had. Next. So I love these pictures. This is some of the promotional material for I Love Lucy. That first one with the heart above her. I think that's just such a beautiful glamour shot of her. And then even the other one, her eyes were blue, by the way. That is the natural color of her eyes. And then I love the outline too. The I Love Lucy with the sketch. That's a beautiful one as well. All of those were promo items. So Lucy and Desi divorced in 1960, but again, they had been married for 20 years and they remained best friends. Desi said in his dying days that I Love Lucy was never just a title. He was known to be a womanizer, an alcoholic. That was huge in their marriage. They were both insanely jealous. And that was also a big factor in their marriage. But Lucy says that when they divorced, they had a far better relationship. They were much better as friends and as business partners than they ever were being married to one another. They had 2 children, and they love their names so much. Their kids are named Lucy and Desi. They named them after themselves. Next. So, of course, I had to put this in here, right? So, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. This is a meme, but actually this particular phrase is very often misquoted. This is one of the most misquoted phrases. It's sort of like from Scarlett O'Hara, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. So they say that's highly misquoted as well. Hey, Cruz, how you doing? But they say that he never actually said this. And this is like one of those things that's kind of debatable. I don't know. I found different things. Some people said, yeah, he said it. Some people said he said it, but not quite like that. So what I found was the correct quote is what is listed. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. A lot of people say you got a lot of splaining to do. You've got some splaining to do. But the quote is, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. That's the correct quote. So bet somebody some money on this, right? And you'll win, I guess, depending on what you find in the through the interwebs. Lucy was the only character on the show that was allowed to poke fun at Ricky's English. That was by design. They said, the producers said they felt like if anybody else did it, it appeared to be mean. To the point that London made earlier, the Mertzes, Vivian Vance and William Frawley, did not like each other, but they kept it under wraps. Vivian was 22 years younger than William, and she did not like playing his wife because she felt like it made her appear frumpy and old. Desi was only 5'9" and Lucy was 5'7", so he wore 4-inch lifts in his shoes. And they also had a elevated seat cushion when he would sit on the couch to make him look like he was taller when he was seated. And she was 5'7" without heels. So just imagine. D-Man said at least it gets 55%. That's right. 55%. Lucy's full name on the show was Lucille Esmeralda McGillicuddy Ricardo. That was her full name. So that's where the McGillicuddy comes in. So they said that she was from Irish, Scottish descent because, of course, all the Mick names are normally from that particular area. So, yeah. So she was 5'7". He was 5'9". But again, the lifts, gave him a little bit of height. And when they got married, I told you they were married for 20 years. They lied about their age because she was 6 years older than him. And that was a bigger deal than him being Cuban and her being a white woman.
Really?
Yes. She was 29, he was 23. And they lied to maybe have him, I think they listed his age as just a year younger than hers, but she was actually 6 years older. So Desilu Productions. Next slide. Let's talk about that. I put Lucille Ball the Maverick because she really was. Hey, Big Stove, how you doing? Yeah, she robbed the cradle, especially back in that time, because that was a really big deal. Hey, Mr. Nate. I put Lucille Ball the Maverick because Desilu Productions, of course, was the production company that she held with her husband. They founded and owned Desilu. Later, she brought Desi out and she ran the studio herself. Then she sold it for $17 million in 1968, which equates to about $155 million now. That studio is now Paramount TV. So old Desilu is Paramount TV at this point. When they bought it, it was RKO Studios. So you remember I talked about at the beginning about Mr. Sam McDaniel and Hattie McDaniel, who was in Gone with the Wind. When they bought RKO Studios, they owned the set to Gone with the Wind. So they had the front of Tara, which is the plantation, the house that Scarlett O'Hara lived in. They owned that for a short period of time. I thought that was just kind of like a really interesting tie. And then I also found out that Lucille Ball actually auditioned for the role of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. And of course, she was not selected. How different that movie would have been, right? How different it would have just looked if she had actually gotten that. So they say Lucille Ball was quite the businesswoman. She really did not want to run the studio, but she was put in a position where she had to. As I said, Desi Arnaz was known to be a heavy drinker, alcoholic, and they say it got to the point business-wise where his judgment was off. He wasn't making the best decisions. So Lucille Ball stepped up and said, I will purchase your shares. Therefore, she became the head of Desilu Productions. And I love those pictures of her. So I think she's absolutely beautiful. And a slut, London says. And also a slut. Next. Okay. So that's the end of the slideshow. So for those of you that have come in, this is my Lucy attire. and here Big Stone said, who was a slut? The slut was Ricky. Okay, Desi Arnaz. Desi Arnaz was a slut. Okay. Y'all, I got on red lipstick today, so you're going to see me rubbing my teeth. I just got to do it. There's no other way for me to get it off. Red lipstick does that. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, yes. Gotta. Sorry. So if you see me, I know that's not very, nice and proper and all that stuff. But that's what I got to do today because women, red lipstick in particular.
Right.
Yes, right. Lucy would not do that. But then again, Lucy would not have a tattoo on her arm either. So there's that. So we're just going to, we're going to have to go with that. But anyway, the red lip does that. So those are, just kind of some facts about I Love Lucy. Anybody, some men might know too. You're right, Holly. Good point. Anybody in the chat, a I Love Lucy fan? Like, put it in the chat. And if you were or are, do you have a favorite episode? Or are you all like, who is this woman that Lisa is talking about? Like, I've never heard of her, never heard of Ricky or Little Ricky or any of those people. Okay, so Lil Unique said, always watch it as a kid. I did too. Hey, DJ J. Edwards, how you doing? The Candy Factory. Yeah, Lucy. Okay, so London said yes. Yeah. I really believe Lucy is probably on right now. It's probably shown somewhere every damn day. So Big Stove said, I did like Lucy. She was hilarious. She was a hilarious physical actress. Lucy died, I think, in 1989. So Cruz said that the cough syrup, right? The Vita Vitamin Vegemin. There we go. See, I can't say it either.
Vita Vitamin Vegemin.
Vita Vita Vegemin.
Vita Vitamin Vegemin.
Vita Vita Vegemin. To say it fast, it's hard. Yes, and baking the bread. Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned baking the bread rewrap, because when I was doing research for this, I found out that because they were such a stickler for having realism in the show, and this was Desi and Lucy, they actually had a baker bake that loaf of bread. That was an actual real loaf of bread baked. And they had it slid out of the oven. Of course, there was a stuntman on the other side pushing it out. So it was not a prop. It was real. Another thing that I found out that I thought was really, really interesting was that most shows at that time were filmed in New York because the waves for the TV only went out so far. They wanted to do their show in LA because that's where their family was. They had a little girl at that time. They had Lucy. So they wanted to be close to their family. So they refused to do the show in New York. So that was a really big deal. And it's really interesting how now, the West Coast became like the mecca for film and TV and all of those things. But at that time, New York was the hub. So that was a super big deal. Okay, so London says she really didn't care for the episodes with Little Ricky. Do you all remember when Little Ricky got the drum? And they had the episode where he was just had that one beat that he was doing on the drum and it was just driving him crazy. London, how come you didn't like Little Ricky? You weren't feeling him? Not at all. Yeah. Rewrap said it was it did look like it was about 10 feet, but it was real. It was real. And they said that was really huge for them to have as much realism as possible in all of the episodes. They really didn't like a lot of fake props. Again, a lot of times they would give up their salary so that they could have more realism inside of their show. That was a big deal for them. Okay, you say he just didn't do it. He was a little bit annoying. Another thing is, you all remember they had twin beds? Because they could not show couples at that point in time sleeping in the same bed because they thought it was suggestive. So they had twin beds. Now, I'm going to tell you, even though I was young, I'll say, that always tripped me out because I was like, well, they got twin beds. Somebody was doing something at some point because they had Little Ricky. And they said that was a big deal because not only were they married in this mixed heritage interracial thing that they had, she was expecting. So that meant that at some point the audience knew they had sex because she was having this baby. And I thought about that too, because I was like, well, wait a minute, they got these twin beds. So how is this happening? How they working this out? But obviously they did because she had a baby. So what? What y'all say? You said the same thing. Them beds was pushed together a few times. That's what Natty said. Facts. Yeah. Yeah, like the Flintstones. Exactly. Natty said 2 twins make a fool. T-Man, you said he was airmailing it. Oh my gosh. They were creeping. They did have a couch though. Just saying. So maybe I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it was that raised cushion on the couch. Probably so. And you know what? I bet he wasn't wearing them lifts when they were in the bedroom. I'm just saying, because I don't think any of that mattered at that point. But yeah, they worked it out. So yeah, and they were like in the store, delivered the baby. And you know, that's really interesting that they didn't try to go with some storyline like that, considering the times, but they didn't. They just couldn't say pregnant because pregnant was considered vulgar. So they also believe because they use the word expecting or expecting, as Ricky said, they say that's the reason why that word became so popular. They also said that, this is the interwebs, you know, because I don't like to say they, whoever they is, right? But the interwebs said that I Love Lucy was so popular that department stores would close for the 30 minutes that it was on. And they would put signs on the door that said, "We love Lucy too." And I was like, that's pretty damn amazing. It's like basically the whole United States of America is just shutting down to watch I Love Lucy. Also, I read that because you had 70% of people who own televisions watching I Love Lucy, they did a comparison to the Super Bowl today, and they said the Super Bowl doesn't even get that type of viewership. And I thought that was a pretty amazing statistic, because I was like, what, everybody not watching the Super Bowl? They not trying to see the halftime show at least? But they said no. So London says she would have been mad as hell if she needed something from the story. No, you would have been at home watching I Love Lucy. So it wouldn't have been a big deal. So Rewrap said that they said a lot too. We're having a baby. Remember when Ricky sang it to Lucy at the club when she told him? Yes. And they said that he actually made some errors with the words of the song, but they did not do a retake because the emotion, the feeling of it was so genuine. And he was so excited, they kept it. They also said that they did not like to yell cut a lot. So a lot of things that were sort of flubbed made it into the actual series because they just had a thing about yelling out cut. It was like a thing. I don't know why. So T-Man said, wow, that's power. Okay, so London said, no, if Little Ricky was on there, you wasn't feeling Little Ricky. You just did not like him. He was just not your dude at all. He was cute. I'm not sure what he added or what he took away from the show. It was just like, I guess, a natural progression that they would have a baby. I don't know. I guess. So anyway, but London says no to Little Ricky. So I got some stuff to try that is basically, like I said, in the vein of, you know, what we've been talking about. So I want to show you all the packaging. This is it. It's called Dr. McGillicuddy's. This is the variety pack. So I went into a liquor store, saw this, and I was just curious. I said, Dr. McGillicuddy's, huh? I have no idea what this is. I'm just going to buy it, as I often do, just to see what the hell it is and what it's about. And it says Dr. McGillicuddy's, Dr. McGillicuddy's Intense Variety Pack. The flavors are menthol mint, which I'm really scared about. I'm terrified. I might make a Lucy face. Cherry, root beer, butterscotch, grape, and peach. This was $10, and it had 2 of each in it. Now, I discovered the variety pack after I had bought some individuals. So shame on me for not paying attention. But the variety pack was only $10. Now, what's really interesting about this, and I tell you all this sometimes, when I go to do research about what I'm drinking, when I don't find anything much about what I'm drinking, I get scared. I get scared because I'm like, what secret are you keeping? What type of trickery are you trying to pull? What type of wool are you trying to put over my eyeballs so that I can't see? I wonder. They have a lovely website. The website is called drmcgillicuddys.com. And it has this tale on it about Dr. McGillicuddy and him being, this person in the Old West and his wife and his widow, and he was married 3 times. It's a story, and it sounds really, really good. But they don't tell me shit about this liquor. Absolutely, positively nothing. A goose egg on this liquor. So I don't know what the hell I'm drinking. I'm just go ahead and tell you all. I don't know. I'm imagining it's like what we consider to be a neutral spirit, which means has no flavor, has no anything. That's the base of it. And then they add stuff in and call it whatever they call it. So it might be nasty. So this is some risky liquor. I can't even call it risky whiskey. Now, after I got home and went to the website, I found out that Dr. McGillicuddy actually makes a bourbon. I was like, damn it. They didn't have that at the store. And I was rather disappointed. So I called around different places in Atlanta looking for it. Nobody really had it close by. Some store in Cumming. And I was not driving out to Cumming for the Dr. McGillicuddy's bourbon. So I said, well, behold, this is what I'm going to be trying today. So I am probably drinking some clears and flavors and some Fragonackle. Okay, so Nala says she thinks it's a schnapps. I hope you're right, because I actually like schnapps. So if it is, we're going to find out. Yes, it's called Cumming, Georgia. That is the name of it. I don't know how much Cumming they do in Cumming, but yeah. that's how it's spelled. I didn't name the place. Shit. It's called Cumming, Georgia. So anyway, there's the website. Y'all can go and read the story about Dr. McGillicuddy. And yeah. I just bought it on the strength of the name, and I knew it was Lucy's maiden name. We're gonna see. And I'll see this. This is Lucy. This is a little prop, Lucy. And she talks. This was a gift that I gave to K-Lock. So listen.
I'm not a Maharissus, I'm a Hennarissus.
I don't know what she said, but
It's so tasty, too. It's just like candy.
we know that.
So why don't you join the thousands of happy, peppy people and get a great big bottle of Vitamita Vegemin tomorrow. That's Vitamita Vegemin.
Cute, right? So the reason why I bought this for Locke is because he always entertains my madness and my crazy ideas. And when I say, I've got an idea.
Her harebrained ideas.
It kind of reminded me of Lucy. So yeah, I that's his. That's his. That's like his little collectible prop.
Lucy.
And he does say that to me sometimes because y'all, I know you all don't believe that I have like crazy harebrained schemes, do you?
No.
Yeah. No. Like, I mean, what would give you that impression, right?
about 9:30 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. on D-Man stream.
No, that's hey Stirs. I know you all don't believe that, and just because I'm sitting here dressed up like Lucy Ricardo, hey C Love.
Now the funny thing is this. Whenever I and you notice this, whenever I go into anybody's stream, and I mean, the first thing I say is Lisa. It's because of Lucy. That is honestly why.
That's why. See, you should have had a little straw hat. You know, if you had a little straw band leader hat, then it would have been like you were Ricky. But anyway, y'all, I'm scared. I'm stalling. Okay, but I'm about to be brave. Which one should I start with? the menthol mint.
Do the menthol in the middle.
Do that one in the middle. Okay.
Either it might be a good palate cleanser.
I got my crackers. I got my crackers today because, yeah, he needs to start singing Babaloo. Okay.
See, I was about to really start singing it too. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Go ahead and sing it.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Holly, behave yourself. Behave yourself, Holly. Okay, rewrap said do all the fruits first. Okay, I like that rewrap. Okay, I like the way you thinking. All right, so I'm gonna start with cherry. All right, so that's what the bottle looks like. Right there. So these are, little, they call them shots or miniatures. That's what it looks like. And I'm gonna read it, I think. I don't have my glasses. But it says Dr. McGillicuddy's established in 1865. I think that's what the hell it says. It says intense cherry, and it says it's a liqueur. It's 35% alcohol by volume. That is what it says. Hey, Booms. I'm sure it says that part because I read that part at home. So, yeah. Does it say 35%? I might be totally making that up. It might say less than that. It might say 15 or 13 or something. Okay, Locke's going to read it. Locke, what does it say for alcohol by volume? I don't know what the hell it says, but I'm about to drink it.
15% alcohol.
15% alcohol by volume. See, I just made that shit up. Okay. So, Dr. McGillicuddy's Intense Cherry Liqueur. So, 15% alcohol by volume is 30 proof.
And Lisa, to your defense, their writing on that bottle is small.
Okay. Thank you. I feel a little bit better now.
I had to get my glasses on. I had to get my readers on that one.
Okay. All right. So, I do feel slightly better. All right, so I'm going to smell it. Smells like Luden's. Okay, just smells like a cherry cough drop. It smells just like Luden's to me. Here we go.
Chill.
Okay. Y'all, it ain't bad. It tastes better than Luden's. It is intensely cherry. It puts you in the mind of cough syrup, but better. Like, it's not bitter like cough syrup can often be. So on a scale from 1 to 5, I am actually going to give this a 4. This is not bad. Why did you turn the lights off?
Because you lied?
I am not. Yes, Psalmist. Thank you. Cherry candy. It does. It kind of tastes like a cherry Jolly Rancher a little bit. This is not bad.
Really?
Really shockingly so. Shockingly
Really?
so. Yes. No, y'all. This is like a 4. Really.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
But the thing is, though, when you drank it, I saw your face, and I was like, she actually likes this thing. I could tell within like 2 seconds if you like it or not.
Yes, I mean, I think all of you all can tell.
Yeah, and like when you drank, you was like,
not too bad.
Literally, the shock was on your face in a good way.
Not too bad at all.
Oh,
Let us sit taste it. I don't believe Lucy.
okay. Pour me one.
Oh,
Pour me
okay.
one. It's 15%.
It's 15%. Okay. Hey, Wims, how you doing? All right. I got to get me another little cup.
That's enough.
Oh, it had a little gurgle too. A little
baby gurgle.
A little teeny tiny gurgle. Okay, so he's gonna taste it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Marcia. I love Lisa today, Marcia.
She's not wrong. It does taste like a Jolly Rancher. It really does.
See, on a scale from 1 to 5,
I mean, it actually tastes more like a Now Later.
What would you give it?
It actually tastes like a cherry Now Later.
Okay, a cherry Now Later. He says
it's very candy like. It tastes like a Luden's.
No, Luden's is nasty.
But almost like it has a cough drop type of cherry intensity.
Okay, it does have a cherry intensity that reminds you of cough syrup, but it tastes far better.
No, you're right. It does taste better than that. It does.
Because to me, cough syrup
Psalmist,
has like
it did.
Bitterness.
Psalmist,
to it.
It did.
Okay.
My sweet tooth did kick in. It did.
See, it's not bad. So C Love said, "What you need it." Yeah, Stir said probably right. Probably tastes like red number 5. You're probably right. It probably has red number 5 in it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't taste alcohol at all.
Okay. All right. I ate my cracker. Rewrap said do all of the fruity ones first. So I'm going to do the grape.
Oh, he's setting you up for the kill with the menthol last. Oh, that's funny.
Whew. Okay, so the wild grape. Okay, I'm need some help.
I don't have one over here.
Okay, you don't have a wild grape? Because I can't read it. No. Okay, what does that say? I can't see. I just can't see. Darmatel. That's what Natty said it is. It's Darmatel.
21% alcohol by volume.
It's 21% alcohol by volume. Woo, we getting stronger. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pour it up. Y'all, it's got a baby gurgle. It's so cute. It's so pretty though. It reminds me of like lavender or something. It's called Wild Grape. It smells like grape Now Laters. Okay. Okay. This one was not as good as the cherry, but it's not bad. On a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give this one about a 2. Oh. Reason why I'm giving it a 2, though, it has like a little bit of an aftertaste to it. It's not quite, yeah. Baby gurgle equals the giggle. Yeah, they kind of messed up grape. You do kind of wonder how you mess up grape. And it says wild grape. They kind of messed this one up.
Damn.
It smells a lot like candy. Again, like a grape flavored candy. You guys remember Alexander the grapes?
Yes.
Okay. That's what it smells like to me. But it tastes, someone said it tastes purple instead of grape. That's good. That's a good metaphor. Yeah, it does. It doesn't really. Yeah, I loved Alexander the grapes too. That was one of my favorite candies. Yeah. The grape, y'all gotta help me remember these ratings, because by the time I taste all of these eyelashes might fall off, all type of stuff might happen. Y'all, I struggled as per usual with these eyelashes, but I think I'm getting just a tad teeny bit better because I got them on just a little bit quicker this time. But yeah, okay. All right, so this is the peach. I'm tasting the peach now, which is perfectly clear. Doesn't look anything peachy. It's kind of thick. Let's see, what is the alcohol by volume on this one?
Is it ever clear?
Okay, Locke, what does it say? It's tiny. Okay, and I okay, so it's 21%. All right. All right, so let's see. This is the peach. It doesn't have a strong peach smell to it, but it does kind of put me in the mind of schnapps a little bit. Yeah, okay, so Rewrap said it. That's peach schnapps. Okay, yeah. Someone said thick peach. Yep, it's thick. It has, yeah, there's some thickness to this when I poured it. Okay.
Thick with 2 C's?
Yeah. I'm cleansing it now. Thank you, Psalmist. Okay. Here we go. I like it.
That's the third Lucy face of the night.
I like it. Y'all, this is good. Ooh. Okay. It kind of tastes like a cross between schnapps and peach crown. Go Georgia. Sir said thick peach from Georgia. I'm in. Yep. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so the peach. I'm going to get a peach a 4 for now, but the peach might come out on top. It just might come out on top.
So you give it a 4.1 just for now?
For now.
4.1?
For now.
All right.
Yes. It's, again, kind of tastes like peach schnapps and crown mixed together. Peach crown mixed together. That's what I would say. Okay, y'all. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous if I take this tie off, swinging around like a helicopter. Woo. Okay. All right. You can do this, Lisa. All right. I do not like butterscotch. I don't like it as a flavor. I use it in baking sometimes, but not Ricardo Estevez. Bearded, you are always right on time. Yeah, I use it in baking, but I don't really care for the flavor of butterscotch. So this is going to be real interesting. This is going to be interesting. But we're going to see. Okay. This one, y'all, you ever realize just how blind you really are? I'm as blind. I cannot see what it says. 21. Thank you. He did have to use a flashlight, so I feel a little bit better.
It's dark over here, though.
Okay. It had a little baby gurgle, a giggle. So butterscotch and his cousin caramel are coated. Okay, now, I love caramel, but butterscotch, again, in bacon, yeah. Okay, so Holly loves butterscotch. So y'all remember like them butterscotch candies that old ladies would always have in the bottom of their purse, and they would be like stuck to the bottom of their purse, and then they would try to give you some? I got PTSD, elemental P.
You had one with too much lint and hair on it.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. All right, so. Ooh, it smells just like those candies. Now, I love the way the candy smelled, but when those old ladies would give it to me out of their purse, I would pretend like I was putting it in my mouth, and I would put my hand over my mouth, and then I would just spit it back out in my hand and like throw it away. Because that's the child I was. With a piece of the church program stuck on it. Exactly. You know, you get it and it's got like the letter T on it. Anyway, here we go. I don't like it. Y'all, it tastes worse than those candies in the bottom of the purse. Yes, I had to sleight of hand. Y'all.
I'm just glad you didn't throw the shot behind you.
I'm going to put that over to the side. On a scale from 1 to 5, I give that a Woo. Partially because it's butterscotch, and I don't like butterscotch, so I'm already biased. There's always already a prejudice there. Oh my God! It is Black History Month. Whew. I didn't like that. It's got some kind of medicinal aftertaste to it. It's that sort of taste, like something that should, like, I don't know, get all the mucus out of your body or cure you from the rash that you have under your arm, or perhaps make the hair that you pulled out because your kids drove you crazy on the side of your head grow back. That's how it tastes to me. It just tastes like it could do any of those things. And probably make your dog feel better too. I didn't like that. So now I'm to the menthol mint. What's the percentile on that? Oh, I need a cup. I don't have a tasting cup for this one because I gave you my cup.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you said it's what, 21% alcohol by volume, and it just says liqueur. That's what it says. It says menthol mint. It's MENTHOLMINT. This is the one that I'm concerned about. This is the one that I'm really worried about. Because I'm just wondering, yeah, be worried for me. Be worried. We're all going to be afraid, very afraid, because why does anybody want to drink liniment, basically? This is what I feel like. I feel like, hey, shut down, girl. Cool Miles. What does Lucy have to say? That's what I needed after that last one. Okay. Ooh, I got a shot glass. It says Canada on it. All right.
Canadian.
It had a nice gurgle. A little baby gurgle giggle. Okay. It smells like Vicks. Crossed with icy hot. With a little dab of Bengay in there. That's what it smells like. Okay? So Vicks, Ben Gay, and Icy Hot. That's what I feel like I'm drinking. And I'm scared. So I'm going to take a deep breath. What does Lucy have to say?
Waiter, this food has nails in it.
Okay. It tastes like Ben Gay, Icy Hot, and Vicks Vapor Rub. Police, military, SWAT. I need help. Woo! Y'all, I'm cured. Whatever the hell was wrong with me before I came over here, I am cured. Okay? I am well. I am whole. I am one with God. Y'all, I don't know why anybody would want to drink that. Like, whew, okay. I told y'all this time was coming off. Whew. It was so, it was, my rating on that is, what in the entire fuck were they thinking? That's my rating. What in the entire fuck were they thinking? That's all one word run together. It's so bad. I swear to you, it's like drinking Vicks. If Vicks was just a liquid and they said, drink that. When I was younger, if you dared me, I would have done it. Yeah, Vita bullshit. Yes, that's what it is. Yes, I can breathe. I don't have, any type of ailment. This will cure athlete's foot. All you gotta do is drink it. It'll cure it. Any type of, if you got fungus toe, it'll take care of it for you. If you have some type of ear infection, it'll clear that up. If your throat hurts, if your arm hurts, hell, if you have a broken leg, I believe this would cure it. This is... Lot, do you want to taste this one? You want to try this one?
I'm actually taking your word for that one. I'm good.
This one is called Menthol Mint. Dr. McGillicuddy ought to be shot in the ass and sent to hell for stinking.
In the ass.
That is plumb terrible. Terrible. T-U. Terrible. Hey, Funk Laura. Hey, Miss P. Smitty. How you doing? Y'all, I don't think I've ever really had something on this show that was defied words. That about does it. I have no idea why a person want to drink it. I'm not sure why anybody would buy that. I don't even know why they put it in a variety pack. That's just torture. So, yeah. So what we got going on here? We got cherry, which I actually liked. I gave that a 4. Okay. And I'm going to taste the cherry and the peach again because they were really, really close. Then I had butterscotch, right? Which I gave a 1 because I do not like butterscotch. They're known? What? That's what they're known for? The menthol? Are you kidding me, Lioness Nala?
But could it be used with something else though?
Like what? What is the something?
Now,
Tell me, Ricky.
now, Lucy. No, but all jokes aside, though, think about it. You mean you've had some things on here before that once it was mixed with something, you enjoyed it. Yes.
Yes, okay. I got an idea. Let's experiment.
Yeah.
Let's experiment. Let's get some pineapple juice. And let's mix it with this mint stuff and let's just see. Let's just see. I mean, let me recostume myself for this. He was a doctor, so they said, Psalmist. Okay. I feel like a cat with this on for some reason. I don't know why. But or a flight attendant from the 1960s.
Or Wraith.
Yes, or Wraith. Okay. I'm going back in. All right. Can I get some ice? Can I? Yes. That's right. I want to show you all my fancy hack cocktail shaker today. It is my I Love Lucy tumbler because I really do love Lucy. If you do not have a cocktail shaker, you can always use a tumbler, right? You know, like a stainless steel tumbler to mix your drink. Mr. Nate, for the sake of y'all, okay. So this is my tumbler. See, you got a picture of Lucy on it. Look, this. See, okay. So if you don't have a shaker, you can use a tumbler. So we got some ice in here, and I got some Dole pineapple juice, 100% pineapple juice. I'm gonna use that, and we're gonna see. I don't believe it, but we're gonna see. Hey, Derek T, how you doing? I ain't measuring nothing. I'm just gonna pour it on in there. And we just gonna see. And I'm gonna use this menthol mint. I think that's enough. And I'm gonna shake it up. And then I'm gonna pour it out and we gonna see. I'm using me and Lucy gonna share today. Oh, I don't want to open it. It's just frozen. It was in the freezer. So.
But is mint and pineapple going to taste good together, though?
I don't know. I have no clue. So.
Lisa.
Cheers. Sally said that's what he had to drink before his colonoscopy. If you drank it, you wouldn't need a colonoscopy. I'm convinced if you drank that, you would be cured. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Nala said the Bailey s'mores with the menthol would kind of be like a thin mint. That might be something. You might be on to something. You might have concocted something.
You want to try that?
I will try this and I will try that too.
Actually,
I'll try both.
I wouldn't advise trying that.
I poured it. I gotta try it. So here we go.
I tried to warn her.
It's better. It's actually better. Okay. So now it tastes like pineapple juice mainly because the pineapple juice is strong. With a kick of mint in it. And it was not bad. It was not bad at all. But, Lioness Nala, we're going to try what you said. So, I need another glass. Because we mixing up some stuff. This is not bad. Now, this I'll drink. Thank God I didn't make too much of it.
She got me in here working, y'all.
I do have him in there working. Okay. Let me have a communion cracker. All right. So, again, I am not going to measure. So this is the Bailey's S'mores. All right. So you remember I had this a couple of times on this show, but namely on the Christmas show when I drank some winter things. And this was really, really good. Really good. Liked it. So here we go. Pour a little bit of that in there. Again, I'm freehanded. I got my jigger, but why bother with that? Put that to the side. Okay. Stir that around a little bit. And here we go. Cheers, y'all. Okay, I taste mostly Bailey's. So I'm actually gonna put a little bit more of the mint in there to see if I can get more of that thin mint taste that you were kind of talking about, because I get where you're going with that. And they actually make a Bailey's thin mint or Girl Scout thin mint, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So actually what's happening is the Bailey's overpowers it. I don't really taste it. I don't really taste the mint. More afterwards, kind of like an aftertaste, as opposed to it being mixed. So yeah. But shout out Lioness Nala, because that was a good concept. And this is better than the pineapple. This is not bad.
But
It needed all the damn help it could get.
But it's probably more than Bailey's or anything else, though.
Yeah, it is more Bailey's.
Got it.
Yeah. Whew. Okay. So, since I'm drinking out of both the glasses, I have a first edition brown whiskey woman glass. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's etched. It's got my logo on there. This is my first edition glass. Second edition brown whiskey woman glass with my logo on it. Not quite sure what I'm doing yet. We're just kind of trying out some shit, and I'm gonna see how this hangs. You know, because this is the thing. I don't know how durable this is going to be. I went with a different vendor. I'm trying some stuff, but there we go. Second edition brown whiskey woman glass. First is the etching. If you have one of these, you are special. We'll see about these. We're gonna see how they hold up. All right, so let me get back to these ratings, because I just kind of skipped over that. So I really like the cherry. I gave it a 4. I gave the wild grape a 2. I gave the peach, I didn't rate it yet because I'm going to go between the cherry and the peach. The butterscotch got a 1. And the menthol got a... What in the entire hell were they thinking? That's what it got. Hey, Guzzle, how you doing? So now I'm going to give like my final rating between the peach and the cherry. Which one did I like the best? So that's the cherry. Let me eat a communion cracker. And then this is the peach. So Locke tasted the cherry. He liked it. He said it was really good. So we're going to see which one comes out on top. The cherry, which smells like Luden's, but did not taste like Luden's. Hey, Malik, how you doing? Hey, Lakita, how you doing? Oh, this is good. The cherry is really good. Cherry is good. Thank you, Lakita. All right. So I'm eating my communion cracker. Now I'm going to taste the peach. Because both of these were really good. Hey, Tank. Happy 19 months and welcome back. Glad to have you back on Twitch with us. Both of these are really good. Now, you all know for me to rate something a 5, it has to be perfect. These might rate 4.6. These are up there. The cherry and the peach are very good. They're both good. Now, Locke tasted the cherry. Locke, are you willing to taste the peach?
Yes.
Okay. So he's got his little cup. And see what it tastes like.
So on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's a tiebreaker. You need a little more?
That's right.
Okay. He's a tiebreaker. Hey, Crazy Berry Town. We're going to see. What does Lucy say?
I'm not a ma racist, I'm a henna racist.
Sound like I'm not a racist. I am a racist.
It did sound like that.
I like the cherry better.
You like the cherry better. But the peach is good.
Peaches.
Goodish. Okay, he said goodish. Okay. Cruz, something about how you jacked up. Nah, it's not enough alcohol in these to do anything. And I mean, he's having like 10 drops or something. Okay, so he said he liked the cherry better. I like both of these. So I'm going to say this. If you like peach schnapps, if you like Crown Royal peach, I think you will like the peach a little bit better. The cherry is very good on its own. Now, this is something interesting about both of these. When I drink at home, usually I'm drinking a liquor. Either I'm drinking it neat or I'm drinking it with one other item, like pineapple juice or cranberry juice or pomegranate juice, right? I would drink these straight. I would absolutely drink these straight. I don't feel like they need anything. Of course, they would be good in a cocktail. And just like we experimented with the mint one and we added like the Baileys. You know what? The Baileys chocolate and the mint might be really good. Because remember, this is the Baileys s'mores that we have. Or regular Baileys. So I'm kind of thinking of some things that you could put together. But Dr. McGillicuddy's overall rating, I think I'm going to give it like a 4. Because I liked the majority of them. I did not like the butterscotch. The mint needed help. And I didn't like the grape. Didn't like the grape. So overall, I'm going to give it a 4. So this might be worth the $10. I'll say this. The kit was $10. It's a 10-pack. You get 2 peach, 2 grape, 2 butterscotch, 2 root beer, cherry.
You didn't try the root beer.
And menthol. I didn't try the root beer. You're absolutely right. Wait a minute. Did they rob me? Did they tell me it was a root beer in here?
That's it.
No, that's cherry. Y'all, I got robbed. I don't see a root beer. There's no root beer. They tricked me. It's not in there, is it? What's that? Oh, root beer. Sorry. My bad.
There's only one, though.
It's only one. Okay. I don't like root beer.
I do.
So we're going to see on this. I don't like root beer. I don't like butterscotch. I'm nervous. I'm nervous again. I think we're about to see a Lucy face. Okay. I ain't even open it. You love root beer? I know London does, and I know Locke does too. All right. Here we go.
You know what?
You gonna taste it?
It's root beer.
It's root beer.
It's root beer.
Okay, what's the percentile on it?
4.6.
Okay, so Miss KB said, so a lot of people like root beer. Okay, Derek said, See, Derek, Okay, so Cruz loves butterscotch. Can have a root beer. Okay, so we're going to try this at the same time. I had a cracker. Maybe I need another one.
Yeah, I need one too.
Probably so. I got to take a deep breath again. I might have to take off my scarf.
So it actually does taste just like a Barks. Actually, the Dum Dums that are the root beer Dum Dums, that's exactly what it smells like.
I think my eyelashes fell off. I don't like root beer.
It tastes just like root beer. Yeah.
But it does taste just like root beer.
This tastes just like root beer.
It does taste, Simon's like, you knew, if you like root beer, I would say you would like it because it does taste just like it. I don't taste any alcohol in it.
Yeah, I don't either. But it tastes just like root beer.
It's so funny. Like, I like ginger beer, but I don't like root beer.
And see, I like root beer better than ginger beer.
Okay, so London says, I will save this for you.
London, you would like this.
You would like it. If you like root beer, and I mean, okay, I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's fair for me to even rate the root beer because I don't like root beer. But does it taste just like root beer? I would say yes.
Yes, it does. And root beer is really the only pop I drink.
Okay. So it's 21% alcohol by volume. So there you go. Lakita said it sounds dangerous. Yeah. So that's a variety pack. You get 2 of each, 2 peach, 2 butterscotch, 2 grape, 2 root beer, 2 cherry, and 2 menthol mint. $10. Okay. Cruz said, I'll rate it. It's nasty.
Cruz don't count.
So that's Dr. McGillicuddy. So I'm going to just say this. So I just went out on a limb because I like the name. And again, it reminded me of I Love Lucy. And then I sort of fashioned a show around it. So here we are. I think it worked. I think it worked. Do I know what we were drinking? No, I cannot tell you. I just assume this is what they call a neutral grain liquor because it is a liqueur. And they add flavoring to it. It's probably not aged or anything. It doesn't have any of that information on the website nor on the bottle. It's just liquor. That is what it is. So yeah, that's what we're drinking. Tank, we always hear his voice. He's the voice of God. That's what we hear. So yeah, Psalmist. It remains to be seen whether or not it upset me, upset my stomach. But actually, I don't think I drank enough of them for it to really bother me. It's not like college where, you was just like drinking and getting like toe up. So, yeah. So, I'm putting this root beer to the side. And, yeah. So again, if you don't have a shaker, use your tumbler. I actually think the peach and the pineapple would make a good beverage. And I think that's what I'm going to go for. The peach and the pineapple. So I'm going to pour a little bit of that in there. Actually, I'm going to pour a lot of it in there. And I'm going to pour some pineapple juice in there. And I think this is going to be a pretty good drink. More crackers. And I'm going to shake that up a little bit. And that's going to be, I wonder, is this open now? Oh, there we go. Yay. Because it was frozen shut because it was in the freezer. So there's okay. The ice is holding it up. Or it sounds like somebody peeing in the toilet. It did. have a stomach of steel, but I have drinking chops. That's what it is. Cheers, y'all. That's good. That's a good cocktail. So pineapple juice and the peach, Dr. McGillicuddy's. That's good. That's really good. I could also see it being really good with lemonade. Natty said, not the shower. We're trying to hear. I tell you, Natty. Yeah, that's a good cocktail. So Dr. McGillicuddy's, overall, I am going to give it a firm 4. I'm going to give it a 4. Some of them I didn't care for, but some of them were just personal tastes. I don't like butterscotch. I don't like root beer. So that knocks down 2 of those right there. And then the menthol, it just needs help. That's all. It needs help. Yes, you can mix the cherry. I'm not sure what you would mix the cherry with because it's actually very good on its own, but you can mix it. Don't be afraid to experiment. I always tell you all that. Try it neat, try it with some ice, and then say, what do I think would go great with this? Lots of things probably would. So, yes, I say cheers to this. Cheers to Dr. McGillicuddy's. Cheers to I Love Lucy. And shout out to Lucy's maiden name, Lucy Esmeralda McGillicuddy Ricardo, right? That's her full name. So let me talk to you guys about what I got coming up next. So next Thursday, I have no clue what the hell is happening. I'll be here. I know that, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing. And I say that because I am really hoping that some guests confirm with me. So hopefully I will have some guests. If not, I have a show on tap where I am going to be trying out some gadgets. And when I say gadgets, I'm not talking about those kinds of gadgets. Uh-oh. It's not brown frisky women.
Oh, boy.
It's not that.
Oh, shit.
It's some drinking stuff, right?
And the thing is, Lisa and gadgets, I mean, even the ones that light up and plug in, Lisa doesn't do well with technology like that.
I don't. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. But I have some things.
I gotta make sure that my insurance is paid up.
That I have seen that I'm like, okay, this is drink related. So wonder how this works. So I have some things that I'm going to be trying out. But again, it's not a brown frisky woman episode. So it's not going to be those types of gadgets. I won't be getting the lights turned off on me, I don't think. So it'll be either a guest as he turns off the lights on me, or it'll be some drinking gadgets. We'll say that.
Widgets, if you say.
Yes. On Saturday, Yacht Rock. The Yacht Rock Raid Train with DJ Brax. That's a collab between he and I. Brax is going to kick it off. Then we're going to go over to Ebony ATL, DJ Vance Dale at 2 o'clock. D-Man, that's my DJ. 3 o'clock, DJ Molly Party. And then 4 o'clock, we're going to be with Margelous, all times EST. So tune in if you are a fan of Yacht Rock. You're going to really enjoy this. And who better to do Yacht Rock than Brax, right? He should have been done this a long time ago. But we're going to be on Saturday starting at 11. So make sure you tune in. That's going to be a lot of fun. And just come in here with the people gots to bring. Also, again, I want to talk about Beats for a Cure. On March 8th, we have classics. She's going to be doing mindfulness and meditation. So tune in for a conversation about mindfulness and meditation in a world filled with changes. And that will be on the Beats for a Cure stream. If you put BFAC, that is the link. Click on it. Make sure you're following the stream. Every month, there's going to be some great content there. And I know that we have a chef possibly that's going to come on and do some healthy cooking for us. We have all types of great things that will be on that stream leading up to our live event as well as to the actual raid train. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of great information for you that's going to help you get healthy mind, body, and soul. And also, don't forget to tune in to Classics tonight. She starts at midnight for her Love Notes. And I know some of our DJs are going to be on it. Locke is going to be on it. Locke, when are you on it? When will you be on talking about your songs?
About approximately 3:30 p.m. Eastern.
3:30 on tomorrow. And then also, I know D-Man will be on at 11 o'clock. And that's 11 p.m. EST. So you all make sure you tune in to her. It's always a good time. And I love hearing people talk about what the songs mean to them and why they chose those songs. And you're welcome, Classics. Happy to share that information. So I want to tell you all, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Again, appreciate you putting up with my antics and costumery and
your harebrained ideas.
And my harebrained ideas. And now when you see Locke in the chat saying, Lisa, he's got to say it for you. How do you say it when you see me?
Lisa.
So it sounds like Lucy. You can say it the same way. I want to tell you all, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And I said Valentine's, not times. Pet peeve. Valentine's Day. And I want to say to everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Whether you are with someone, whether you are alone, it doesn't matter. It's the day of love. So that can be you loving on yourself a little bit in whatever way you choose.
Do we need Bobby Womack over here now?
Just saying.
If you think you're lonely now.
If you think you're lonely now. If you have a significant other, love on them, love on your friends. We don't need Hallmark to tell us this, but please love on your folks every single day. But Valentine's Day is a special day that they get candy and stuffed animals and all of that shit. And then the day after, make sure you go out and buy some discount Reese cups. Because I like those. Because I like those. And Locke likes those too.
Day after Valentine's Day. Day after Easter.
After Halloween.
Yes.
Man, but you got to get out there early because they put that stuff away really quick. And I think they save it to the next year. That's just my personal opinion. That, next year you just be having old candy from the year before. Anyway. But if you are not with somebody special, please do something special for yourself. Okay? Because Valentine's Day is about love. Love on your dog, love on your mother, your kids, everybody. Like I always get my whole family, presents for Valentine's Day. I always get them a little something for Valentine's Day just to let them know I'm thinking about them and I love them. So Funklore's Team Reese's, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So the day after on Saturday morning, I'll be out there. I will be out there. So Locke is on Hippomade tomorrow. There's a special edition on tomorrow. And he will be on at 10 p.m. Make sure that you tune in to him. Again, don't forget about Yacht Rock on Saturday. And then,
don't forget about a special about Vader.
Yes, on Saturday, make sure you tune in to Vader to see who the guest DJ will be. Because we've been doing that every Saturday. It's been working out great. And it's a lot of fun to just pop in and see who will it be.
Thank you, Classics, for holding down the fort last week.
Yes, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. So make sure you tune in. Also, I want to say shout out to Mike City. Because on yesterday,
yes,
Lisa, the ex, you remind me of my favorite bourbon, made her debut on the LLWL. Yeah, I got a character on the LLWL, and I kicked Misha's ass. So that was my first match. I won. I know I ain't gonna win all the matches, but hey, I won the first one.
We gotta see. We gotta see who can break my record.
So yes, I kicked butt on yesterday.
We got to see who can break my record because I have the record so far on the most wins to start out your career. Okay. Now, mind you, I won 5 in a row to start, and I haven't won since.
Okay, so we'll see. So he won 5 in a row, and then he hasn't won since. Hopefully, I can do better than that. But yeah, maybe if I have a drink, he need to give me a drink in my hand. Hey, Nick the Quick, how you doing? So, and speaking of Nick the Quick, you all, he's going to be a guest on the show next month. So he's going to come in here with the brown whiskey woman. I will not have on the wig. I will not be dressed up as Lucy, Nick, I promise.
What's
and
happening?
Chopping up with me. We going to drink some whiskey and we going to talk some shit and we going to have a good time. So let's look forward to that as well. Always, I remind you all to please support our DJs at their IRL events because a lot of them are out there doing things. Nick is one of them. He will be part of the Fresh Day Party coming up February 22nd at Rocksteady. He'll be there. LV will be there, and Club Fro will all be on the ticket. So if you're here in the Atlanta area, come check them out. The Fresh Day Party is held at Rocksteady. It's a really, really cool event. They do it once a month. Audio Junkies host it. And it's just really, really cool. A lot of fun. Plus, it's a day party. You can come, you can hang out, have a good time. They go through each decade. And then you get to go home afterwards. And, you home by like 10 o'clock. So that's really cool. So, yes. So, Nick said, bring y'all asses on. 222 at Rocksteady. That's right. The party is everything. Right, exactly. Because Classics came up and attended the party. So, if you out of town and you're in town for that, come on, hang it out. We're going to have a good time. So, again.
And it's free 99.
And it's free. You just have to get a ticket in advance. And they do sell out quick.
Please RSVP
yes.
ASAP.
Through Eventbrite.
Yes.
Eventbrite. Okay. Fresh Day Party.
Don't call or text LV. Don't call or text
Fro.
Don't call or text Nick.
Don't do it. Because they can't help you. They can't do nothing for you. Okay.
Follow instructions.
Follow the instructions. And as a matter of fact, I will probably put something in Stream Elements when it gets close to time to advertise that. But I think this one is sold out. I think the one on the 22nd is sold out. But the next one after that will be on the 29th of March. So make sure that you're there for that. And again, support your local DJs because they out here doing stuff. Support them on Twitch, but support them IRL as well. All right, let's take a look at who is on. And let's see where we're going to go. What is happening? Okay, I'm looking and drinking and looking and drinking. It seems like it ought to be a song. Okay. I gotta look around the camera, so y'all pardon me. Okay, Malik said come to Ernie's on Saturday. He did send me something. They're doing something at Ernie's in the Cut. Put the address in there. It's on Chamberlain. I know that's the address, but Malik put the address in there. Okay. I'm looking. See where we're going. Okay. I want to go someplace different. Can you? Okay. Go up. Keep going. Go past me. I see me. Okay. Let's see what Funky Nikki is doing. Make sure she's not on a raid train. Funky Nikki is part of the Beats for a Cure fam. And she was great. She's absolutely awesome. So let's see what she got going on. Okay, she is not on a raid train. So I absolutely would love to raid her because, again, she is Beats for a Cure family. And so I was introduced to her through D-Man, and she's awesome. So let's take our fam over to Funky Nikki and check her out. Y'all hang out for a little while. Please say hello and wave and all of that good stuff. And I can't see any of y'all because now I'm looking at a different chat. So whatever y'all are saying to me, I have no idea. But anyway, I just want to say always, thank you all so much. I appreciate you being here. Again, I know you can be anywhere doing anything, but you just decide to come in here and listen to me and see me dressed up. Like Lucy. And I hope maybe you've learned a couple of things about Lucy that perhaps you didn't know. Again, fantastic businesswoman. And I so admire her from that perspective. I know Will and Grace did a lot of things in terms of imitating episodes that she has done. Google her and Google Dr. McGillicuddy's too. Okay. And get some Dr. McGillicuddy's. That's like, some cheap stuff that you can drink that's pretty damn good. So we're getting out of here. I am actually going to update my Get Out flyer. I have not done that. I will be here next Thursday doing something that involves some drinks. That's all I can tell you. And I won't have on this week.
Dang.
I'll say that. Even though, how do y'all think I look good? Did I look good red?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe I should I should get what if my eyebrows were red too? That would make it look a little bit more authentic. Maybe. Right? Yes? Okay. I have to think about that. So anyway, I will see y'all next Thursday. And I see London all talking about, she getting nervous and talking about that. Thank you, Miss KB. Bye, y'all. See ya.